chefs on Food Network. So, all right, so I am Julie Kodachek. I'm an independent Epicure consultant, and my host, Aislinn here. We're cooking from her home this afternoon. We've got 2 cameras and a studio audience, so you'll be seeing us look at many different people. So today we're taking a little trip to Italy and making some Italian food upon our host request. And so we're going to get started a little bit, and then I'm going to share, and we'll continue to cook as I share. So for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and put 1 pound of ground beef in our round steamer to cook in the microwave. Now you could certainly do this over stovetop. Aislinn is making lasagna. I'm going to make a lasagna. She's already pre-cooked her meat, and on the stovetop took about 10-12 minutes on a stovetop. When you've all cooked ground beef, we're going to see what this looks like in 5 minutes. How long that takes. So while that is cooking, I'm just going to share a little bit about what is Epicure. Epicure was founded in Canada about 25 years ago. It is a household staple, pantry staple in Canada. It was discovered by a mom and a daughter who just really wanted healthy, all-natural foods on the table, and they started their business through working at a farmer's market. It has been in the United States now for 2 years, and we are growing here in the United States. We've got about 5,000 independent consultants in the United States, so there is lots of opportunities for you to even join our team and become a consultant yourself and share the good food real fast movement with other people in your community. All right, so what is Epicure? We are 100% gluten-free, nut-free, and I did not bring my Never Ever list, but in our catalog, which I will post the link below, you'll have a list of Never Ever items that are never in our foods. So such items are no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, sweeteners, preservatives, bleached flour, corn syrup, MSG, sodium glutenates, nitrates, you get the idea. Many of these things are in your typical foods that you would see when you go shopping. So when you are pushing your cart down aisle 3 and you see the hamburger helper or the suddenly salad or progresso soup, they are filled with salt, filled with extra sugar, added preservatives, and things like that. So none of that stuff is in our product line. We have not only food, but we also have amazing cookware that is going to prepare your meal raw and ready in 20 minutes or less. And when somebody told me that I would have my meal on the table in 20 minutes or less, I was like, sign me up. Combined with food allergies. So I have food sensitivities and food allergies, and it is nearly impossible to always go and find something that is free from your food allergy. I don't know if you have any food sensitivities or anything like that.
I have a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those were the 2 things that really sparked my interest in Epicure and wanting to share that with other people. So I don't know if you can see it here, but here's a couple of examples of our meal solutions. So when you went through that supermarket and you saw the hamburger helper, this is what it is. This is in replace of that. It's the taco seasonings, the soups, the stews, you name it. Breadcrumbs that are gluten-free, anything that you would need to prepare your meal. All of those meals have the recipe on the back. In addition to on our website, or my website, there's additional recipes that you can make from a meal solution. We also have typical pantry seasonings and dips, such as you've had the salsa.
I've had the salsa, the pesto is amazing.
My personal favorite is the guacamole.
And the salsa, don't forget the salsa. The salsa's good too.
The poco picante is actually what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good. All right, so So today we're gonna make lasagna and bruschetta. Can you get the door? Somebody's at the door?
Oh. We have another guest.
We have another guest. Okay, so we're gonna, we got like a minute left of that. So I'm gonna show you our ceramic knife. The ceramic knife cuts amazing. It's like butter. And I love cutting my raw chicken with it because you don't have to it's just butter. It's like butter.
Hi Megan, welcome to the party.
We are live. So I'm going to give Aislinn the knife to cut up the other 2 tomatoes. Now Aislinn with a knife.
It's a little scary.
Safety circle.
Watching my fingers because it's, wow. That is so smooth. That's so much better than our knives. Our knives you're like hacking and sawing and it's a little scary. I think this is my first time ever using a ceramic knife.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so she's cutting. I'm going to, this pound of meat is done in 5 minutes, right?
Yep.
Done.
Done.
Do you
Oh, that
have
was so
something
good.
that I can drain the grease in?
Yes, I do. And a jar, a bowl. Got a bowl right back here.
Hi, welcome. Okay, you just put it on the table. Oh, or that too. I'm so sorry. So you can see that silicone, you can just drain like that. Just
Wow.
hold it and whoop, like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and use our meat separator. And I'm just going to give that. Now it is actually a little pink still in the middle there, but I think that that's still going to cook on round 2.
That smells so good.
The dog smells it. All right, so we're just going to take the instructions, the recipe that is on our speedy lasagna here, and it says to 1 can of crushed tomatoes, that's 14.5 ounces, 3/4 of a cup of water in a large bowl, whisk 2 eggs, stir in the ricotta cheese, which because we can actually do the ricotta cheese. Well, we'll do it separate because of my milk allergy. 4 cups of spinach, and you're just gonna assemble that. So we're gonna go ahead and, because this is still a little bit pink, I'm gonna put it in just for 1 more minute. So we need 3/4 of a cup of water. 3/4 of a cup of water. And this is 2 eggs. I've never had egg in my lasagna before, but this recipe had egg.
Yeah, that's new for me too. I was kind of surprised.
All right, so we're gonna put 3/4 in there, and then you can go ahead and put 3/4 in your lasagna. Now the reason why we're making 2 lasagnas is that Aislinn has got some major health goals. I'm so proud of her, and she's eliminating a lot of processed foods, white floured starches, things like that. And so she's going to make a veggie lasagna without using the pasta, and we're going to make her family the regular one with pasta. So there's your lasagna packet.
All right.
So
we dump that right in.
Yep. Give it a stir. And we're gonna also, and you can put the ricotta cheese in it. I'm gonna admit mine and just put it on top. then we're gonna put the tomatoes in there. So this is, we're gonna share this can of tomatoes.
Guess I could have done a bigger bowl, but
It's okay.
I think it'll still work.
All right, that is done. For sure, that is done. Look at that.
Wow.
I wish I could show you. That's done. Do you want to take a look there?
Zooming in, we've got Enver on the camera helping us out here too.
Now, when I've made this at home, and I've made it actually stovetop, I will then pour this tomato-based lasagna sauce into my meat, let it heat up. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing by just putting it in here and mixing that.
So we've got ground beef in the traditional lasagna, and then we've got some ground turkey for the pseudo, not quite vegetarian, but pasta-free version, I guess.
The total gluten-free one.
Yeah.
And some of my meat is still a little chunky. I guess it's not spaghetti and meatballs, but you can certainly use this.
We've got some folks around here that like spaghetti and meatballs.
So like I said, you can put the regatta cheese in here as well. I don't know what you're going to
should I go
choose
ahead
to do.
and add that then?
You can. But I'm going to show you how I make it at home because I'm going to have a little bit here to taste it. And I'm going to put it in our multi-purpose steamer. So this multi-purpose steamer has a lid and a trivet in it. That's the difference between the round steamer and the square multi-purpose steamer. This multi-purpose steamer has this trivet. Now, why the trivet? Okay, you could cook your meat. So let's say some chicken. Put this on top of the chicken. Put your vegetables on top. You can cook both your vegetables and your meat at the same time in the microwave. This is the way I make my chicken fajitas. I put my chicken fajitas using our fajita mix. Put this on top. I use the peppers, onions in our fajita mix in our vegetables. And in the microwave, and I've got chicken fajitas in minutes.
I can't wait to try that.
The other thing for the trivet that a lot of people love is that you can take your bacon, put your bacon on here, put your lid in, microwave, cook your bacon in the microwave. No smoke in your kitchen. No greasy, messy spills of grease because your grease is just going to fall through that trivet. And again, just like I had drained the grease from the beef, just like this, drain.
I love that folds. That just makes me
Okay. I've cooked corn on the cob on here, potatoes in here, popcorn, a whole entire rotisserie chicken in 20 minutes in the multi-purpose steamer. So today we're going to make lasagna. So we're going to go ahead and the other thing is that I know that with traditional, and you're going to probably want to do this with your casserole dish because she's going to put hers in the oven. You're going to probably want to spray it with ham because it's going to stick. These are non-stick and no oil. If you spray ham actually on the silicone, it starts wearing down the silicone. So no artificial sprays. Just go ahead and start cooking. We're going to go ahead and line 2 lasagnas there. And we're going to go ahead and put some meat in here and sauce.
Oh, gotta see what you're doing there. Okay.
And you're just going to do the same with your zucchini.
Actually, we're going to use the eggplant.
Oh, I'm sorry, the eggplant.
Yep, is going to be our pseudo noodles.
So, you know what, let's go ahead and move the bruschetta tomatoes to the side.
Okay.
Give you some more space.
So you just layered a row on the bottom there.
Layered.
My eggplant's a little small, so you'd probably use more eggplant if you were doing it. But this is my first time trying it with eggplant, so
And
we're
we're going
just
to take
see how it goes.
And I'm going to need the ricotta as well.
Okay, it's right under here. So you just did one layer, right?
One layer. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some ricotta cheese just dolloped on top. And when I make this for my family of 4, I actually quarter it, you know, just like a square tic-tac-toe kind of thing. And I just don't put any cheese on the 1/4 of the lasagna because of my milk allergy. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just put a little bit of a sliver in a section with no cheese. Now, Aislinn's already got her ricotta cheese mixed in already in her sauce. And we're gonna go ahead and put some mozzarella in there. And then we're just gonna go ahead and layer it again.
So easy.
More sauce. So, how many of you online are busy moms, busy people? You work full time, you may be having to go drop kids off at sports or whatever. I know in my family we've got sports, music, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. There's always something every single night. And to be able to get a meal this nutritious without having to go through the McDonald's drive-thru or the Wendy's drive-thru or ordering Pizza Hut is much more of a healthier alternative to just quickly make a meal. And there's so much variety in our menu. We've got an Asian line, a Mexican line, a Greek line, an all-American line. We now have a fall line that includes soups and stews, including a hearty beef stew and a home-style chicken stew. We've got gluten-free biscuits that go really well with both of those. So there is never, like, you can't say, I don't know what I'm gonna cook for dinner. There is, the menu and possibilities are endless.
That spoon looks phenomenal for easily spreading and scooping.
So our utensils are awesome. They are also silicone. It's a metal base inside. So obviously they are not microwave safe, but then it is coated with silicone. And I'll give an example here that all of the edges are flexible. Every single one, even the ladle is flexible so that you can get, and there's no food waste, you can get the whole entire soup or the stew or the sauce, right? Because of the flexibility. If you're cooking and you leave this on the stove or inside your dish, it's not gonna melt. It doesn't stain, so if you have spaghetti sauce, it's not gonna stain. So these are awesome. All right, and mozzarella. Did you do mozzarella in yours too?
Yep, I've been putting the mozzarella in as well. We've got a second bag of mozzarella if we need it.
Right here?
Yep.
We're gonna do the last layer here. I love these no-bake noodles. Even before I knew about Epicure, I would be using no-bake noodles. Or no boil. So it's just oven ready.
And I noticed those no-boil noodles also come in gluten-free now too, which makes it easy if you need another gluten-free option and you don't care for eggplant or zucchini or some of the vegetable alternatives that you can use.
Absolutely. Our products, like I did mention, are 100% gluten-free. But of course, if you can tolerate gluten and you're using macaroni or pasta or bread, then obviously you can make it your own. That's what I love about Epicure too, is that you can make it your own. So if you had, let's say, sweet and sour pork and you don't eat pork, well, use chicken. Or if you wanted to make General Tso's and instead of beef, you were vegetarian, you could use tofu. So you don't have to use the exact meat product. Even last night, my family made pad thai, and we did not have bean sprouts for the pad thai. So I just cut up some additional vegetables, broccoli and asparagus, and put that in there.
Was that the door?
I think that does sound like the door.
I'm gonna go check the door. We might have another friend. Oh, okay.
All right, I can go to the sink.
I'm used to hearing such a light.
Okay, so there you go. Do you want to take a zoom in on that lasagna before I cook it?
Oh, what temperature do we need the oven to cook the lasagna? Oh, no, it goes in the microwave.
But yours is going to go in the oven.
Yeah, but I can do it after we do the bruschetta.
Yes, but yours, if traditional lasagna is 375 for 25 minutes.
And mine is, we're gonna cook it at 375, but only for like 15, 20 minutes.
The lasagna, and then the Epicure lasagna you put in the microwave for 15 minutes. So the advantage is you save some time. You don't heat up your kitchen, and I know here in Arizona, you really don't want to heat up the kitchen if you don't have to. There you go. All right. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and make the bruschetta. Oh, you have the spinach. We totally forgot the spinach.
Oh,
That's okay. You know what? You can make a spinach salad.
here, I'll add a little spinach on top.
That's so funny. We got the spinach and forgot the spinach in the lasagna. That's because my husband has a spinach allergy, and so I don't like mindfully think about putting spinach in our lasagna, even though that's what it says there. But
It's a garnish.
we admit it. Okay, so we've cut up some Roma tomatoes, and we're going to use our bruschetta seasoning. I've already pre-buttered some of there, and we're just going to take the garlic aioli here, and we're just going to sprinkle some garlic on the bread, because who doesn't like garlic?
I love garlic. And for another gluten-free option, I've sliced some zucchinis, and I've already roasted them a bit, and I'm going to give this a try. This is something else I've never done before, is have zucchini bruschetta.
Right. So this is our 4-in-1 spoon. You have a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, and half of that is a quarter of a teaspoon. So all in one. So you don't have that chain of measuring spoons. The other thing is that how many times have you opened up a jar of seasoning and you put your spoon in and it doesn't fit, right? Well, here you can go ahead and even the tablespoon fits in all of our jars. So that I just love.
Can you hand me the spoon?
There you go.
All right. So a little bit of garlic, right?
Yep, a little bit of garlic. And then we're going to take our bruschetta. Our bruschetta is brand new. It's new to the fall catalog. And it's going to say to combine 1 tablespoon of seasoning and 1 tablespoon of olive oil to 2 cups of diced tomatoes. So that looks about 2 cups. And then we're going to serve on toasted crusty bread. So this is 1 tablespoon. So again, look at how easy that goes right in there.
Now technically that's 2 servings of tomatoes,
Is it?
right? Because it's the ones that I did and you did.
So we're going to double it. Oh, do you mind taking the plastic off?
Yep. I did it without spilling.
All right, two tablespoons because we're doubling that. So if you are tuning in from home, I want you to drop down below a comment. I want to know what your biggest mealtime dilemma is. Is it that you have no time? Do you have too many mouths to feed? Do you have food sensitivities? Are you in a mealtime rut and you're like, your menu is on instant replay every single week? Like, tell me what is your mealtime dilemma?
All of the above.
All
Check,
of the
check,
above.
check, check.
Not enough time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just stir that up. All right, so while Sher's stirring that up, I'm going to briefly just tell you a little bit more about some of the things that you can cook from Italian line. We have our pesto, and you've tried the pesto.
Oh, the pesto's amazing. We ate it fairly regularly around
It's perfect for pasta, pizza, sandwiches, chicken, fish, and then our marinara. So if you were to ever take a jar of ragu and look at the sodium content that is in a jar of ragu, you'll be blown away compared to if you just take 1 can, 28 ounces of diced tomatoes, and you can even get the can of low sodium diced tomatoes, and you're gonna add 3 tablespoons of the sauce mix, and you heat it up, and you've got a marinara. This whole thing is gonna make over 6 cups of marinara. So that's a lot, and I've gotten multiple dishes of spaghetti out of 1 jar. All right. So
The other thing I was noticing, I think it was in the new fall catalog, is the healthy minestrone. So if you like a minestrone soup, it's a great addition as well. I think it's leaning right up there. Yep.
Yep. So, yep, we just put the bread in just to make it a little crispy. I should have done that earlier, but I got sidetracked. So yeah, our fall catalog has minestrone, shepherd's pies, the speedy lasagna, homemade chicken stew, hearty stew, honey garlic meatballs, chicken fried rice, the new quick biscuits. Quick biscuits are gluten-free. Now, all right, I'm going to tell you something why I love the quick biscuits. I've already said that I have a milk allergy, and every single time that we've gone out for breakfast with the family, and the family orders biscuits and gravy, I'm like, that is a no-go because of the creamy gravy and, of course, the buttermilk biscuit. Even if I were just to have a biscuit and jam, I could not have the biscuit. Okay, is there milk in the biscuits?
No milk.
No milk. There's no buttermilk, no milk at all in these biscuits. Now, it does say you combine with milk, but you can combine it with whatever milk you want. I use coconut milk, and it makes a great biscuit even with coconut milk. You can use almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. Oat milk would probably be really tasty with this, okay? And then you use your margarine, which is a dairy-free, milk-free margarine, and an egg. And I now get to enjoy biscuits. Yum! Yay! All right, we also have desserts. I have some traditional desserts here from our menu. We also have seasonal desserts such as shortbread cookies, which are illustrated as a snowman here. Our butter tarts, which is like a pecan pie without the pecan. This is very popular in Canada.
Dad
You
would
can
like that.
add pecans, okay? I made this a couple weeks ago when we went camping, and it is so delicious, and they're perfect size, there is gingerbread and pumpkin loaf as well as seasonal desserts.
I'm excited to try all of those.
Right? Yep. So, what do you love most about Epicure while I get the dessert stuff ready?
So far, what I've enjoyed the most is just the sheer variety. So I'm just beginning to try things. They have a really good broth. They have, like Julie was saying, I've worked with the pesto and a couple of things, but I just love all the flavors. I love that it's healthy. It's helping me meet my health goals. It goes really well with what I'm trying to do there. And just that it's quick and easy. I know so many of you, we're so busy and we're go. And so often putting ourselves aside, not taking care of our own health as we serve others. A lot of my friends are social workers, are therapists. We do a lot of home visiting. A lot of my other friends, they've got busy families, juggling sports and all that. So I just love having options where I can do it quick and fast. I'm also not a huge fan of cooking. I'm trying to learn and teach myself how to cook healthy. But if I had a choice between cooking and not cooking, I'd probably not cook. So having a healthy option to turn to, so I'm taking care of myself, but also not taking away a lot of my time, which I'd rather use elsewhere, it's a beautiful thing.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So I also asked Aislinn, I'm like, what do you want to do for dessert? And she's like, I don't want to sabotage my health goals. So even if we had a chocolate pudding,
Or the mud
pie, or cake, or brownies, all of that can be made in our round cake pan our cupcakes. So I don't know about you, but like sometimes it's like after dinner, 9 o'clock at night, you're like, I just want chocolate cake. I want a brownie. And I like literally have made our brownies at 9 o'clock at night in 2.5 minutes in the cupcakes or the loaf pan in the microwave.
It's ready?
I think so. These are some other additional silicone items that we have. So anyways, I said, all right, so what do you want for dessert? She's like, I really want to stay on my goals. Good for you. So we decided to use some Greek yogurt. I'll just do a little bit here. And we're going to cut up some strawberries.
Oh, you want me to wash this real quick? Or we got another one.
You know what, let's just grab another knife. And I can just use it. I don't need a cutting board.
Okay.
That's right. The knife's over there. Nope, a smaller one. She hands me the big knife.
Too small?
That's good.
Obviously not a cooking professional right here.
So we're just going to take a couple of these strawberries. You can add blueberries, raspberries. And we're going to take our summer berry topper. And we've got other types of toppers, tutti frutti, chocolate chunks, and this is just going to be sprinkled on top for a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tartness, a little bit of crunch. And you can put some granola in there for crunch. And what this is organic cane sugar, raspberry, hibiscus, strawberries. That's it.
That sounds so good.
And so voila, you've got your sweet tooth is craved or satisfied with some little bit of yogurt and strawberries. There you go. All right, so now we've got our bruschetta right there. And we're just gonna go ahead and scoop some of that bruschetta right on top. While she's doing that, I'm gonna tell our audience on our private Facebook group, Aislinn's group, our studio live audience, that, so a couple things that are super exciting is that a couple months ago, Aislinn's like, yes, I want to host. And I was like, yes, let's pick a date. It's her birthday, and so we are doing this cooking show for her birthday. And you too can also be a host. So when you host off of Aislinn's party, she will get an additional half-off item, and you will get an additional $20 VIP credit when you close your class. So when you close your class, you'll get that $20 extra just for booking off of her party. Super deal. Now, if we make,
Am I doing this right?
yeah.
Okay, continue.
All right. So, as of yesterday, October 1st, because the beginning of the month, there's always new specials. Guess what, Aislinn?
What?
The next 2 weeks, so that includes October 1st to October 15th, all hosts get double the rewards.
Woo! Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you. So now is your time, folks, to host a party. And you're like, 2 weeks, that's not enough time. Yes, it is. You can grab some friends. We can do a virtual party. We can do a catalog party. I can come to your house. We can cook. I will make time. I've got a very flexible calendar. Yes, I work a full-time job, but I'm sure that most of you also work a full-time job. We can meet on a Monday, a Wednesday, next Saturday. Like, we will make this work, okay? Double host rewards is awesome, and it does not come about that often. So now is the time. It's a great way for you to be able to fill your wish list with some free Epicure credit.
And once you look at the catalog, your wish list will be long.
It will be long. Yeah, you've had a wish list since you started.
Yeah.
Which has been several months.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, the other thing is that, and I will post this down below on Aislinn's live stream, I'll post it in our private group, is the opportunity. So everything that you see on the back here, I'm gonna go ahead and show the camera here. Look at all of that product there. All right, so This steamer that we're cooking the lasagna in runs about $52. When you start a business, and a business means that you could be a kidnapper, a spare timer, part timer, full timer, or overtimer. Okay, I do this part time, spare time, part time. Depends on the week. Definitely not a kidnapper. Although my full intent going in was being a kidnapper, but I loved it.
Kidnapper?
I loved the product that I was like, I want my 25% discount when I'm, and then I was like, I want to share this with other people. So there you go. You get 25% off. You get 25% commission. You get free trainings, free trips, earned trips actually. And so with this month only, we are taking this over $230 package from $99 normally to $79. So this is a great way of being able to get a great sample of our Epicure product and a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. That's lovely.
Right? It's so pretty.
So pretty.
So festive.
Let's go ahead and move this so we've got room for the lasagna.
I am getting hungry looking at all this yummy food. Just saying.
So it's the studio audience.
So's the dog.
All right, watch out, Aislinn. We're gonna go.
Don't forget Zone. He's over here looking for spills, but so far we're doing pretty good. Sorry, Zone. You're not lucking out, bud. I just turned up the heat a little bit. And it looks like it's actually already warm.
Okay.
We have to bake yours.
Where is mine? Oh, it's right here.
So with any of our steamers, it doesn't matter how long you cook something in the steamer, you can make an omelet in the microwave in 2 minutes on a busy, busy morning. And the same rule applies to if you made a rotisserie chicken in the microwave for 20 minutes. You're gonna always want to pull that away from your face. Now, I know that spa days are wonderful and we gotta open up our pores, but this is not the way you wanna do it. So we're gonna go ahead and voila, look at that steam.
Wow. Look at
And
how yummy that looks.
that is done. So I would take it over there, but this is very hot and very heavy, so I do not, and I'm clumsy.
We don't
I
want any
am-
more broken arms over here.
I am Humpty Dumpty, and when I fall, I break. All right, so that is the lasagna there. And we got bruschetta and dessert. And your lasagna just went in the oven.
Mine just went in the oven, so if you're making the veggie version, it's still about 15-20 minutes, so using all of the healthy products, and it's still quick and easy.
All right. There you go. There you
That's
have
it.
Do you have anything else to say?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for supporting Aislinn's birthday Epicure party.
First live cast ever. I feel so
You've
modern.
never had a birthday party ever like this before. So I wanted to also give you a sample as appreciation for a host. We've got some, I know you love the poco,
Yes.
the fajitas, and our cheese,
Awesome.
cheddar and bacon
Ooh,
dip.
yum. Bacon.
And I have also gifts here for the first 3 people to place an order for Aislinn's birthday party. And we've got lettuce wraps, General Tso's, and some chili that I'll be giving away for the first 3 people who place an order.
All
All
right.
right, so I think it's time to dig in. Thank you so much for being here this afternoon. I am a woman of faith, and I close all of my parties with a gentle reminder that whatever you eat, whatever you drink, whatever you do, to do in the glory of God. So thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thanks, everybody.
Bless your smelling good.
There you go.